Hashtag not my Beyond Good and Evil 2. I can't believe this game will require an online connection.
They've already announced the Division 3. It's gonna be in space.
I'm not sure how serious some of these folks are with their criticisms, but there's a valid question behind all of those comments. Will Beyond Good and Evil 2 live up to the legacy of the original Beyond Good and Evil? Will this prequel rightly carry on the Beyond Good and Evil name? Or should we give up hope that there will ever be a proper follow-up to our beloved cult classic? So before you go, be sure to let people know down in the comments below what you love about the original Beyond Good and Evil. Hello fellow space monkeys, this is the Mildly Morose Man, otherwise known as Dan or Dan the Man, whichever you fancy. I'm here this time to bring you a thought-provoking series on the video game Beyond Good and Evil 2. Be sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all things Beyond Good and Evil 2. I would like to introduce you to a new series on the channel that will take a look at what made Beyond Good and Evil, Beyond Good and Evil, and at the same time comparing that to everything we know about Beyond Good and Evil 2. We will be looking at how the games are similar, how they're different, while sprinkling in a little speculation about how the new game will turn out based on what we know of the original Beyond Good and Evil. So that's why this episodic adventure will be called Beyond Good and Evil DNA. What are those things that make Beyond Good and Evil what it is? Is it the story, the characters, the game mechanics, the music, the setting? Yeah, it's all of those things. So we'll be looking at everything we know about Beyond Good and Evil 2 to see how it stacks up against the original. This idea came to me as I have been playing through the original Beyond Good and Evil. The game definitely shows its age and it's not perfect, but I am reminded why this game is a cult classic. It's got great characters. It brings together so many different types of gameplay like racing, photojournalism, action-adventure, stealth sequences, a strong, well-developed female protagonist. Again, it's not perfect. And if we're gonna be honest, the camera is awful. I mean, awful. But that's like the main strike against the game. And again, the camera is simply a sign from the times. Creating games in 3D spaces was still relatively new. But there are a lot of great things that this game had going for it. I mean, why hasn't anyone talked about Secundo? Why hasn't it been confirmed that this type of inventory AI will be returning in BGE 2? Why hasn't anyone talked about the fact that the original Halo came out almost exactly 2 years earlier with a female AI as a supporting character with a male protagonist, while Beyond Good and Evil had a male AI supporting character with a female protagonist, and they're both green? Doesn't that mean something? Probably not. But I hope there is some type of Secundo equivalent in Beyond Good and Evil 2. I mean, all this to say, if fans want something of the original to come through in this new game, when they start playing Beyond Good and Evil 2, they want to recover what it felt like to play the original for the first time. And people have been waiting for this game. Expectations are high. So I'll be making this series with 3 groups of folks in mind. One group will be people who are stoked for the new game and they're happy with what they've seen so far. You can keep diving into the Beyond Good and Evil universe by watching these videos. Another group are those that loved the original and for one reason or another are worried about development and some of the choices that are being made. I hope that we will find a lot of great reasons for why Beyond Good and Evil 2 is a worthy successor to that beloved original. And the last group of folks are saying, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know why I'm still watching this video. Well, this will be a great place for you to learn about this new game that is certainly going to be stellar. So let's dive in and remember what we loved from the original and look forward to what lies ahead. Ubisoft wants to hear from their fans, so let's start some great conversations about this game together. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video at all, and don't forget to leave a comment about what you loved from the original Beyond Good and Evil. And be back for the next one if you want to hear more from this mildly morose man and all things Beyond Good and Evil 2.